Welcome into the era of AI. Hello there and welcome in this lecture in which we're going to go ahead and show you how you can build a custom GPT decision-making assistant. So let's get right into it. So here I'm going to go back into the ChatGPT chat, and I'm going to click on create a new GPT. And then let's go back into the ChatGPT itself and let's ask it a couple of questions. So I'm going to say, I am building a GPT or custom GPT assistant specializing in decision making, and I want you to write a couple of prompts that I could use to directly program the custom GPT to be ready for test. In the meantime, I'll leave it generating the response, and I'll go back to the custom GPT builder, and then I'll basically start the process. I will say I am building a GPT that specializes, or GPT decision making assistant. These should be business or life or other types of decisions to make. Nothing too critical, because I want to remain compliant to the GPT store terms and conditions and policies. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because there are certain GPTs, for example, GPTs for health, GPTs as financial advisors. Those are sensitive topics, so you can build them, but you should not build a GPT that can make you money in 2 minutes. Or that a GPT that tells you to quit your job, or a GPT that advises you to do something that might impact your life. These big decisions, we want to make sure we remain firm that people have to consult a professional. So I'm going to say, if people ask you about anything that infringes on the policies, then your answer should be consult with a professional. Right. Okay, so right now it's going to first of all take the prompt. Second of all, it's going to give us a name for the GPT. But here, according to ChatGPT, just two prompts will be enough. So let me copy the first prompt. Let's go back to the ChatGPT or GPT builder. And it is updating the GPT. So let's just wait a second. I'm going to say, okay, publish the name. Now, let me just make sure I write it correctly. Okay, publish that name. And now design a logo. Make it great looking. All right. Now, of course, this is all. These are my prompts, so you can use different prompts. Now, in the meantime, I have the next prompt that I can just paste. Now, it should publish the name right here. So here I should see the name Decision Navigator for us to be able to publish this GPT publicly. All right, this is good. So I'm going to say, okay, go ahead. The profile picture is good. Decision Navigator is also a good name. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Now, we have one more GPT that we'll create, which is a travel expert, which should be very interesting. Here, okay, so great. What kind of all of these things? Now the name is published. I'm just gonna disregard its response, and I'm going to paste my own prompt as given by ChatGPT, and then we're going to paste in the second prompt as also given by ChatGPT. But we have to wait until it has time to process the first one. All right, so I'm immediately going to inject the second prompt, and I'm going to say, and make the GPT ready for test on the playground. All right, so here I'm going to hit enter. And it should just do the job. So ethical decision making, you are the head of a hospital's ethics committee and must decide. All right, so this is, all right, let's see. Okay, choosing between job offers. So the questions that it generates, or the question starters or the conversation starters, are choosing between job offers, stability or opportunity, planning a budget-friendly vacation, where to start, investing in stocks, delegating tasks efficiency in a team. Pretty interesting. All right, so we can now test this. So let's say, for example, I want to maybe change my job. I don't like my job, and I feel not very good. I feel sad whenever I go to my job. What would be the best decision in this case? I'm gonna say I hate my job, and I don't have another option. What should I do? Let's see how this is gonna work. So, of course, let's see if it's going to tell us that go confer with a professional. But here, it's giving us an answer. Assessing your current job situation. What specifically makes you unhappy in your job, in the work environment, nature of the work, colleagues? Are there aspects of your job you do find fulfilling or tolerable? Exploring potential changes and their impacts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, my boss is a bully, and he doesn't appreciate my efforts, and he makes me feel unworthy. All right, so let's see what it's going to say. Maybe it's going to say go to the HR department. All right, dealing with the bullying boss makes you feel unworthy is a serious and distressing situation. It's important to approach this issue thoughtfully, considering both you, your well-being, and professional dynamics. Here are some perspectives. Understanding, identify specific behaviors from your boss that are problematic. Is it verbal abuse, unreasonable demands, public humiliation, or something else? Okay, so I can say, could I? Uh, I'm not sure how to deal with this, but would it be wise for me to reach out to HR? Right. Let's see. Let's see if this is a smart bot, GPT. So, right, deciding whether to reach out to HR about a bullying boss involves weighing various factors. Here's a structured way to think about this decision. Okay, so it gives pretty generic responses. So I'm going to say, come on, would give me a straight answer. Now I'm just playing with it, but as you can see, it is holding the conversation, so it helps. Now here, I've reached the current usage limit, so I'll have to wait for a lot. I will have to wait for 2 hours, but it's okay. We've built our GPT. The only thing we can do or we need to do is to click here. First of all, let's make sure to publish the GPT to everyone. And then I'll see in the next lecture in which we're going to build our last two GPTs, which is one is a custom diet coach and personal trainer. The other one is a custom GPT for travel expert that helps you in your travels to find the best spots, the best, maybe the best restaurants, and so on and so forth. That's that, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Keep learning, keep mastering all of the AI tools.